Welcome back to Book Daddies. This is our very first review, a monthly review that we're going to do for different books. The book we chose for this month is Between Two Fires by Christopher Buehlman. It is, as it says on the cover, an epic tale of medieval horror. It truly is, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It absolutely is. And this is a indie published novel. Mm-hmm. I believe he has a book deal now, right?
Yeah, he has, I believe, traditionally published versions of this book, and he also does have other series that are traditionally published, but I believe when this was first published back in 2012, it was independently published.
Which is really encouraging for me, because I want to indie publish. But it's also, like, the quality of it was also very encouraging for me, because I was just, everything in it, I was just like, the typesetting was great. This cover is so simple, but it captures the eye. It's just, I don't know, it's super well done for it being indie published. I was just impressed all the way through. So let's hop right into it.
Let's get into it. Overall impressions? I mean, I already kind of know what you think, but
I loved reading this. I wasn't sure exactly what to think going in. I'm so used to like reading a lot of horror where it's just like, I wasn't terrified. I wasn't like genuinely like disgusted or anything. But as I was reading this, like it kind of just like started out, and then I was like, okay, when's the horror gonna start? But it doesn't really. There's not a lot of build up to a lot of the horror scenes. I feel like it's just kind of like it's happening, and you're just like, oh, forgot we're not swearing. And you're just like, oh crap, oh, like it's happening anyway. And then I also really liked the magic non-magic that's in it, like, because it's I had a conversation with my dad the other day actually about like something that I'm doing for my writing in the world of Scapulith, and how magic is perceived and how it's lost and how new magics are discovered and stuff like that, and basically how magic can just be simply viewed as religion,
right,
in a lot of aspects. And I feel like the magic that's in this book, which is very like Christian oriented, especially like, you know, back in the 1300s, I think is when this takes place, and when things were still so mystical to humankind, that things such as like miracles and demons and devils and saints that can perform these kind of magical things can like happen, you know. It's just kind of like, I really loved like the sort of nuance that this brought to the table within that realm.
Yeah, I agree. The magic was pretty cool, especially viewing it through the eyes of old Christianity. One thing I really loved about this book was how questy it felt. Yeah. It kind of felt like every chapter was a side quest on their journey to Avignon. The town that they're trying to get to.
Yeah.
Every chapter there's some new monstrosity they ran into. It didn't all relate to the overarching plot. Well, it did, but they felt like side quests, right?
Well, and it is exactly what it is, you know. I mean, it's an epic tale, and like it felt like a tale, you know. It didn't feel like a super linear story. It kind of reminded me actually of the Witcher books, like the writing style, as well as like the way that the story was told. Was very kind of in that same way. And I don't know, I enjoyed it though. It was very refreshing, that style. Yeah. I guess we could talk briefly just to what the book was even about, right? It's about this knight who has sort of fallen from grace. He has decided to kind of group up with some looters and thieves, some brigands, and until he runs into this young girl. She's probably 11 or 12. Yeah, I think she's like 12.
Right, and she, in her innocence, sort of compels him to be a better man.
Yeah, well,
it takes a while.
Yeah, he was always never like a bad man per se.
He had done bad things.
He had done bad things, but he wasn't like evil like so many people were, especially in this plague era, this Black Plague era, could be. And
that's actually why I think I relate this book so closely to The Last of Us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you got this like hard, grizzled man who has a dark past, who's made terrible mistakes and done some dark things, but at his heart, he's a good person.
Yep, 100%.
Right? And he comes into this girl who's not only innocent but also holds the secret to salvation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's totally medieval, The Last of Us.
Yeah.
And I think this came out. Would you say 2012?
2012, I believe.
Yeah, so it came out a year before The Last of Us released.
Yeah.
And it's not a new tale by any means.
No.
You know, like that's a the whole found family kind of thing has been done. But it's honestly one of my favorite tropes. That and a revenge story. Which is why like The Last of Us is like both those will always be.
Yeah.
That's a topic for another time.
Yeah, we'll make a whole video on it. But
But yeah, the found family thing, and yeah, totally medieval Last of Us for sure.
for sure. I do also want to say that the writing and dialogue specifically in this book was top notch.
Yes.
It was funny.
Yeah.
And
Oh my gosh.
witty.
Yeah. I did not expect to laugh.
Right.
Like within the first 5 pages.
Right.
I did not expect to laugh during this book.
It's dark, it's
Yeah.
gritty, it's depressing, but it's also so comical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The main character Tomas is just. I mean, like he's just a bastard, and his humor.
Oh yeah.
Is just so great. Like he's just such a guy. I don't know. You gotta, you don't know. You just have to read it to kind of really get it. But
Right. Don't forget about the priest.
yeah,
The priest
Père
is
Mathieu.
Père Mathieu.
I'm just gonna call him Matthew because
Matthew.
that's what it translates
Matthew.
to. Yeah.
Right. Man, these 3 characters really bring together the found family trope, and just each of them had their moments of wit,
Yeah.
humor.
Yeah, but also
And
like
depth.
depth, like deep humanity found within in these characters, and also I mean like there's a lot of subject matter of the LGBTQ
Absolutely.
community and or just like topics and and how that worked kind of in the Catholic Church.
During that time.
Well, during that time
Yeah.
especially. I mean, well, and if you studied history at all, you know that like for 300 or 400 years, the entire Catholic clergy was super corrupt, like very having all sorts of orgies or there's I think I know his like given name, but I think it's Pope Alexander the Fourth,
Okay.
Rodrigo Borgia.
Okay.
He had 2 bastard children. Cesare Borgia and Lucrezia Borgia. And Cesare is who Machiavelli wrote The Prince about.
Okay.
And it was speculated that Cesare and Lucrezia had an incestuous relationship.
Okay.
And that's just like tip of the iceberg stuff, right? Like there's so much else that like goes on, and like and this book does not shy away from that at all.
Not at
the
all.
Pope Clement.
Yep.
In this, like it kind of goes into the corruption that was within the Catholic Church during those times. And
Yeah, but one thing I love about Father Matthew, right? His character is like he is this gay man. He is a priest.
Yeah.
Right, and he struggles with his duties and responsibilities as a priest in 13th century France. But also the love we see from him, like it's so innocent.
yes,
Like he has such an innocent display of love through his character, and
yeah, he does. Yeah, and it's such a pure form of love, though, too, that he has for just like humanity, but also for his companions. For our camera stopped recording, so we were talking about the innocent love that Père Matthew has, that he has for the world, but he also has for his traveling companions, Delphine and Thomas.
yeah. My favorite part of the book was that pure love that they each developed for each other.
Yeah,
and
but also for
how-
themselves.
And
too,
for
'cause
themselves too.
They all had some self-loathing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Père Matthew and Thomas, they had some serious trauma from mistakes they've made and things that had been done to them that were wrong. And this girl comes into their lives and just absolutely heals them, right? By learning to love this girl and what she stands for in the book. Like they just are just healed of their trauma. And I thought that was just such a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, out of 10, what would you give it?
Out of 10,
Or I don't know.
Let's do it
5 stars.
5 stars. So out of 5 stars, I'd give
Wait,
this...
no, wait. What was our ranking system?
Huh?
Because we were going to do like an ranking system.
Oh, were we?
Well, I think if it was going to be like a perfect score, then we would give it an out of 5 or something.
If it's Okay, if it's a perfect score, we give it an oh yeah, out of 5.
Okay.
But then so it goes oh yeah, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I would give this 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Right.
Solid 4.
It's really hard to quantify my feelings about this book, right? Because all I know is that compared to other books that are 5 stars that I've read, I didn't have that same sense of I need to keep reading, I need to keep reading, I need to keep reading.
Okay.
For me, like it was like, okay, I read a chapter or 2 and I can put it down, right?
Yeah.
And the chapter and 2 that I read, it was good. Like I really enjoyed it, but I never had that need to keep reading that would come with a 5-star read.
I can see that.
Would I read this again? Yeah, I probably would read this again.
Yeah, I agree 4 out of 5 for differing reasons. I was able to read this as like something that I like didn't want to stop reading, and then I was kind of like I stayed up late to read and kind of just like there are books when I can like stop in the middle of a chapter and be like it's fine, I'll read it later, but like this one, whenever I started a chapter, I for sure wanted to finish it before I did anything else. 4 out of 5 for me because the events leading up to the ending, without getting spoilery, were very confusing to me.
They were. I do agree. And not to mention, due to the way this book was written, it didn't feel like anything was truly happening for the greater plot until the last fifth of the book. Like it really felt like the last little bit of the book was the only part of the plot that really mattered. Everything else up to that was focused on character growth, which is amazing, right? And focused on these like really interesting side quests that are going on and fleshing out this world. I thought it was awesome, but what was lost on me was the plot. I was like, what are they doing? We don't really know what they were doing or what their goal was until the very end of the book. And then, like you said, it was confusing as to what was happening. I will say though, the climax of the book was epic.
It was.
It was so epic.
Super, super epic. Yeah.
And not only epic in like a superficial way, but it was epic in like a internal way for these characters, especially Tomas.
Absolutely.
Kind of how his story ended was super, super engaging and interesting.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. 4 out of 5 stars. Pretty good.
Cool.
4 out of 5. Oh yes.